Ever have one of those amazing ideas, maybe you even scribbled it down, but you struggle to get anyone else to really see the vision? Well, today we're going to look at a tool that's all about turning those scribbles into interactive blueprints that people can actually understand.
Right? We've all been there. You've got this brilliant concept for an app or a website, but it's just stuck. It's a bunch of sketches and notes, and it's so clear in your head, but you just can't get other people to see what you see.
And that's the real challenge, isn't it? It's bridging that gap. How do you translate that first spark of an idea into a design that your team, your clients, or your investors can actually click on, play with, and really get?
So how do you build that bridge? Well, that's where the tool at the heart of our explainer today comes in. It's called Balsamiq, and it's designed to be one of the simplest, fastest ways to get your ideas out of your head and into the world.
So what is it exactly? In simple terms, Balsamiq is for creating basic blueprints for your ideas and doing it fast. We are not talking about polished, pixel-perfect designs here. Nope. Think of it more like the skeleton of your project.
And this quote just nails it. The whole point of Balsamiq is to feel informal and creative, just like you grabbed a pen and started sketching on a notepad. It's about keeping things loose so the ideas can really flow.
And you know what? That hand-drawn, sketchy feel is completely intentional. It forces you, and anyone you're showing it to talk about how the thing works, not just how it looks. It keeps the conversation focused on the user's journey, which is exactly where it needs to be in these early stages.
Okay, so why is this whole approach so powerful? It really boils down to 3 core strengths that you're about to see. It's incredibly fast, it's laser-focused, and it's built from the ground up for collaboration.
Let's actually break down what each of those really means. First up, speed. And I mean it. There is no steep learning curve here. You get a library of all the common stuff, buttons, menus, forms, and you just drag them onto the page. You can mock up an entire screen in literally minutes, not hours.
Second, that focus we just talked about. Because it looks like a sketch, nobody gets sidetracked by things like colors or fonts. The feedback you get is about the important stuff. Does this button make sense here, or is this whole process easy to follow? That's the stuff you actually need to know. And third, collaboration. This isn't a solo mission. Because it's all in the cloud, you can just share a link and your whole team can jump right in, leaving comments and making edits in real time. It turns design into a conversation.
Okay, so we get what it is, and we get why its whole philosophy works. But now we get to the really cool part. This is where we take those static sketches and make them feel like a real, living product. Seriously, this is where the magic happens.
And this, right here, is the absolute game changer. Instead of just showing someone a bunch of flat pictures, you can actually link them together. You can simulate how a user would really click through your app or your website.
And it is so simple. First, you assemble your screens. Then, you just click an element, like a sign-up button, and tell it to link to the Create Account screen. And finally, you hit play and just click through it. You can test your own idea before anyone else even sees it.
And here's where you see the huge payoff. Just look at the difference in the quality of the feedback you get. With a flat image, you get these vague comments. But when someone could actually click through it, the feedback is specific, is contextual, and it's something you can actually fix right away. It's gold.
So let's tie this all together. What is the real-world impact of all this? Why does creating these simple, clickable wireframes so early in the process matter so much to whether your project succeeds or fails?
Well, the impact is massive. Your presentations are suddenly more engaging, your design discussions become way more productive, and maybe most importantly, you catch those huge usability problems before a single line of code gets written. That doesn't just save you a headache, it saves you an incredible amount of time and money. At the end of the day, with an interactive prototype, you're not just showing people static pictures anymore. You are demonstrating a flow, a journey, an actual user experience. You're making your idea feel real. Tools like this close that gap between a fleeting thought and a functional reality. They give you the power to build, test, and share your vision more effectively than ever before. It's about turning that initial spark into something everyone can see, feel, and experience. So, what will you bring to life?